Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Roger and I am designing and building my own midage and supercar, and this is the current state of the car, or what it looks like right now. And let me tell you what I've been working on here for the last few weeks. So in last week's video, we made this foam piece to bolt on the inside of the body here and test fit all of these rubbers around the perimeter of the door glass to make sure everything looked like it was going to align correctly. And I was happy with the outcome of that, so we went ahead and CNC'd the mold, made that piece, and glued it to the inside. I know it's dark in here, you probably can't see too well, but that piece is glued all the way around the perimeter of this opening, and these rubber tracks are bolted on with machine screws. There's a place here I still need to fix, but you can see that better from the outside. We'll talk more about that. We also drilled the holes and pressed these pins in here to locate this rubber where it's supposed to. You can see how this aligns. Now, I still need to trim just a little bit off of this. It's sticking out and on the edge and rubbing at the bottom, but we'll worry about that later. I need to glue a spacer in here and then radius that corner to fit inside this rubber. But you can see how this fits all the way around. Looks pretty good, aligns with the body like it should. Now, this is the part I was showing you from the inside. There's a metal tab on the back side of this that bolted to the windshield frame in the Corvette, and it's hitting. I need to remove that, and then this will push up and touch like it's supposed to. We'll do that sometime soon. I just want to make sure I don't remove too much, so we need to look at that really close before we start cutting on it. And also, I'll have to cut this metal track here off flush with the bottom of the A-pillar. It's a little long. And possibly trim this rubber, but we're not going to trim that until we see how it aligns with the rest of the door jamb and how all that intersects and aligns before we start trimming on it. You can also see here that I have the firewall out of the car. I removed all of the pieces which are laying over here. And this is most of the firewall, and then the trim pieces here. But we removed that so we could get to this rear hoop of the roll cage. We took and cut the roll cage laying here, removed that rear hoop because we're going to reuse it. I cut the feet off of it to the correct height. Now I just need to make new feet and weld to the bottoms of these tubes so I can bolt that back into the car. While we're doing this, I'll go ahead and weld these tubes in here also, and this is where the seat belt attach points will be. I'll weld that in and then trim it off flush. That makes a good location for those seat belts to attach. I also ordered the metal here for this rear body support, or it's kind of like a rear bumper support. It attaches to the frame, it supports the rear bumper, and this will be where we fabricate all of our mounts for the rear end of the car to attach to secure it. Okay, so I also made a mold and made the part here to finish the firewall and this door jamb area here. So this part will attach to the existing firewall here, come out and around and finish up this door jamb area. And that's what you can see here. This is where the door jamb will attach, and this will be trimmed off and have another piece glued to it that continues on around and up in this area to the fender. But we'll make that part later. I need to get this part trimmed out and fit into the car. I just haven't had time yet. Been busy on other things. And while I made this mold, I made the mold for the passenger side also, which is sitting here. It just needs a good sanding, a second coat of primer, and then a final sanding, and it'll be ready to make a part also. I quit working on it because I was running low on epoxy, so the epoxy won't be here for another week, so I have time to finish this later. I also made a mold and made these parts here for the bottom of the door jamb or door seal area with the word Phoenix in it, which is the name of the car, of course. And this is both the left and the right side. I would split it down the center. But you can tell possibly that the mold did not turn out good. When I sanded it and made the part on it, the mold looked perfect. But the one thing that is bad with foam molds is sometimes there's pockets underneath the surface that you don't see, void areas. And once you pull a vacuum on it, the material, the carbon fiber, will sink down and pull into those void areas and create high spots in your part. That is the one bad thing about foam molds that I really hate. So if it's not a raw carbon part, when it's finished, if it's painted, you can sand it and work it out and it's not a big deal. But if it's something you're going to leave raw carbon that needs to be flawless, the foam just makes a terrible mold. So when this failed, I went ahead and remade a new mold out of MDF because MDF makes such a nicer pattern. But this has been primed and sanded and has the first coat of wax on it, so we'll make a part on this weekend. Like I said earlier, I was running out of epoxy, but I do have enough to make this one part. So we'll go ahead and make that this weekend, and once the new epoxy comes in next week, we'll make that part the following weekend. Okay, I said in the thumbnail that there was a big surprise coming, or something big was in the works, and what is in the works is I am making the mold right now. It's cutting for the driver's door panel. I want to go ahead and make both the drivers and passengers the door skins themselves. We're not ready to make doors and hang them, nowhere close. Most likely I won't do that until the entire front of the car is finished, so I can make the doors fit the opening so everything will align perfectly. But I do want to go ahead and make these skins and hold them up here where they're supposed to sit, align with the A-pillar and the back of the car here, and make sure all the body lines are correct and they align like they're supposed to and there's no mismatching. Just for peace of mind, I want to go ahead and do those. Once we hang them up here and see that everything is okay, I'll just store those for later until we're ready to come back and finish the doors. But I do need to go ahead and see that these fit like they're supposed to, or like I'm intending for them to. And once we know that, then we can move on to something else. But what is coming up in the next few weeks is I need to get this rear hoop finished and back in the car. Once it's in the car, there's a carbon fiber piece here in the floor, a roof mount that glues to the roof and mounts the roof to this hoop. So once the roof of this car is glued to that and secured, and it can't move left or right or up or down, and I know it's in the right location, then we can come on to the back of the car and finish this rear mount for the parts that are laying here in the floor. And that will secure the body everywhere where it can't move. And then we can start fitting this rear hatch, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm dreading it, but it needs to be done. So once we have this opening cut to size to where this hatch aligns and fits like it's supposed to, and the rear hoop is back in the car, then we can start working on the hinges for the hatch, the rear hatch lock, so when you shut it, when it locks, all of that needs to be done. And that's detail work. It's going to have to just be as near perfect as possible to make this look right. It's things that you can't rush. They'll affect the final look of the car for sure. Also need to make a rain trough that glues together and glues to the body all the way around the car. That trough will collect water, rain, and drain it out holes in the back of the car. And on the inside of that flange is where the rubber mounts, and when the hatch shuts, seals against that rubber for a seal. So that's a critical piece, and all of that is going to take some time, but I'm excited to get started on it because I am dreading doing it, and I'd like to get it out of the way and know it's going to look okay. But quite a bit going on. Molds being made, parts being aligned and fit, roll cage being remanufactured or modified, and just a lot of things started. Need to get some things wrapped up and finished, but stay tuned in the next few weeks. Hopefully we're going to make some great progress, and things are going to start getting exciting here soon. And thanks for joining, and I guess that's going to be it for this week's video, and I'll see you guys again in a few weeks.